said should be for a reason, because they're definitely not all face palettes, but that's okay. Alright, so let's see what we got going on here. Okay, so the first two are from Lunar Beauty, which is Manny MUA's brand. We've got Moon Prism Blush, very cute, and we've got Nude Prism Blush. Now, I stepped on this one, so that's why the mirror looks like that. This, if you knew how my life was going right now, this makes so much sense. Let me show you the difference, because it might not look like they were that much different. They are quite a bit different though. I love the formula of these blushes, and this palette is by far one of my favorites. So these are staying. They're so pigmented and pretty and gorgeous, and I adore them. Also, packaging, so cute. They're like all 3D with the moons and stuff. Super adorable. Okay. We've got, I'm just kind of grabbing them in twos for some reason. The e.l.f. What is this called? Glow Gleam Beam palette in the shade Light. Oh, that was loud. This has survived declutters because of these two right here. And I always want to get rid of it, but these two bottom shades, they're honestly just stunning. Like, I can't even say anything else. I thought about depotting these two, but then what would I do with the rest of it? Because I couldn't really give it to somebody after that. So for that reason, she's staying, because this is kind of a hard highlighter to give around. This is the Makeup Revolution Vintage Lace Blush Palette. I will say that this one has stayed because of these two shades. These are really cute. They're nice blushes, and then they've got this overlay of glitter. The reason I don't wear these very much is because if I'm going for something like this, I want it to genuinely be glittery like that, and this one isn't. So I will keep these, and if I don't use them up more, I will get rid of them next time. Alright, let's see what else we got going on. Let's just, oh my gosh. Sure, this is prime example number one of not at all. Look at that drawer. Don't call me out like that. This is a Tom Ford packaging. I say packaging like there's not actually stuff in it. This is gorgeous. I will never get rid of this. I spent an arm and a leg, a leg, and a kidney on this palette for sure. Super cute. I love these little trio of colors right here. This one's cute too, but I love those. Super cute. Okay. What I actually reached for was Moon Queen by Hip Dot. This palette I actually don't care for very much, so I actually might declutter this one. I love Hip Dot palettes, but this is just not really my cup of tea. I got it from TJ Maxx, so this will be our first declutter. Followed by, I've never known how to say this brand. Is it Itsy? Itsy? I don't know. These are like those Z palettes, except they're their own brand. They make their own products. You could not pay me to use these. I bought these, and I bought this one and another one, and the other palette I've actually already thrown away because the blushes or the eyeshadows gave me a rash, like a chemical reaction, and I will probably keep the outer packaging just because it's just a magnetic palette, but the rest of this, all these blushes, are going in the garbage. I have not had these that long, and I bought the eyeshadow and then used it immediately, and trash, so I can't wait to throw these away. I thought I'd already thrown away all of that brand, but I guess not. I thought it really had, though. This is Pretty Vulgar Nesting Bitch Face palette. I like this palette for what it is, but I never use it. I think it's really funny, nesting bitch face, like how funny, blah blah blah, because I've got a resting bitch face, but nesting bitch face when you've had a resting bitch face since birth. See, I think it's funny, but I just don't really care that much for this palette, so I'm gonna give this to somebody. This is True and Luscious Lucky Glow. I think this is so pretty, but this needs a new home. It really, really does. This needs a better, loving environment because these are really nice, and truthfully, they deserve a lot of kudos, but I just don't ever use it. I don't ever reach for it, and I'm gonna send this to somebody. I'll give this to like a friend or something for sure. Oh. BH Cosmetics Froze palette. There is nothing about BH Cosmetics that you could get me to give away because I don't think they make makeup anymore. So I'm keeping this palette. It's gorgeous. So we're keeping her. Oh gosh. This is the Naked, what are these called? Naked Flushed palettes. These have not been a thing for eons. So you've got a bronzer, highlighter, blush. This one's in the shade Streak. These are great. I love traveling with these. These are probably the smartest invention Urban Decay's ever come out with. Well, not ever, but in a while, because you literally just pack this in a suitcase and you're good to go. You've got your bronzer, your blush, and your highlighter. I know these are old, but I'm keeping it. I don't care. Is it Shauna or Shayna B? Miami blush. This is too dark for me. This is the only real shade in here I can use. It's got highlighters. It's highlighters and blush, but this is the only shade that's actually like usable. The other ones are just not really my tone. That is too golden. I don't love golden, and then these are too dark. So I'm gonna give this to somebody else. I'm gonna have to put like a care package together for one of my friends. Okay, now we've got a Blink Beauty Glow Getter face palette. Another one that I like, but it's just I don't use it very much. But it's got so many great colors. Okay, here's the deal with this one. If I don't use this by the next time we do this, I'll get rid of it then. You've got my word. Alright, let's see. Oh my god. I've decluttered this like 1,000 times. This is the Glowdent. Who is this by? Touch and Soul. I've gotten rid of this so many times, and every single time I wind up keeping it, but today is really the day. It's really going. It is cute. I will say it is adorable. I don't love when I need my pans. I don't like when they all touch like this. That's not my cup of tea. Another thing you could not force me to get rid of if you wanted to was the Kat Von D Alchemist palette. This one is like an oldie but goldie. It's the one with the four highlighters in it that all have different undertones. Like I love this palette so much. So she's going absolutely nowhere. Alright, let's see. I never know how to pronounce this brand. Male, I don't know. Super cute. Now, I know I just said I need my pans. These are in pans, but this is like meant to be combined. So this one's actually kind of hard to use because there are literally so many different shades that it's hard to like get in there and like actually like use it because there are just so many. Every shade is different, and so you actually have to treat it like an individual pan, but some of them are so small it's kind of hard to. They do make a really pretty color when they are combined. Okay. Lucette Glow. I'm getting rid of this. This would have thrived in the age of the glow, what do they call it? The glow kits from Anastasia. This would have been an iconic moment with glow kits, but I don't really want this one, so I'll give this to a friend. It's completely unused. I actually have an entire, like, a bucket of stuff that when my friend comes over here in the next couple weeks, she can literally pick through any of it that she wants and take it with her. I need to text her and tell her to bring an extra suitcase. Okay, another one off jump I can tell you I'm gonna actually get rid of is this Milani Stellar Lights #2 palette. This also has made it through a plethora of declutters purely because of this shade, but she's going this time. I never really use it, and I always loved this shade, but it's not something I reach for, so she's gone. Okay, I'm actually not gonna even show you that right now. All right, so let's get into that little pile there. This is Dragon Beauty, the face palette. I want to love this, I really do. It's just too dark. It's too dark. I need to give it another go. I've given it a go, but it's tough to work with. Dragon Beauty, I'm not even sure is a brand anymore. I don't remember. This brand does make my absolute favorite eyeliners in the history of the world. Y'all know that, but this is kind of a flop in my opinion, my personal opinion. I wish the colors would suit me better. I will keep it for now, but that's just my opinion on that. These I'm gonna kind of rush through because we just talked about these. These are the glow kits, Anastasia glow kits. We've got the Aurora glow kit, the Moonchild glow kit, and the Gleam glow kit. Again, these are iconic things that you could not force me to get rid of. These are so cute and such good quality, and I think they still make some variety of these, so she's got a home forever. Kat Von D, the Shade and Light palette. I'm actually keeping this. This is the latest one. I'm almost positive. I am keeping this. This will probably get used for my makeup for my wedding. This is just iconic. It's just so good. I love this shade. I like the setting with it. These powders are awesome. I don't know if they still make this. I don't think they do. I wish they did. But yeah, I adore that one. Okay, one that I'm totally cool parting with is the BH Cosmetics Studio Pro. This is super cheap, and truthfully, I am a very light person, and I would say I can tell you with 100% confidence every single shade in this works for me. So if my pale self can get all of these shades to work for me, that means it doesn't work for literally anyone else. Like, you could probably get away with someone with a medium skin tone, but a dark skin tone is not using this palette, and that's on inclusivity, or lack thereof, I guess. These do have some great things. This is super chalky. You will have a flashback Mary moment with this. But as much as I said I love BH Cosmetics, I feel like this was kind of a flop, to be honest. Benefit, Cheeky Sweet Spot. I love these. This is old, but I love all the different box blushes put into one. I don't even know if they do stuff like this anymore, but I wish they do if they don't, so big fan of that. What is this? Oh, okay. Cobb Cosmetics Volume 1 Contour. This is huge. And I will tell you, this is a bunch of powder shades. Literally, all of these are powder shades, and then that's too orange to be a contour for me. This is a bronzer, really not a contour, but I honestly could get away with using a darker set than this, which is, again, crazy. I don't know how many of these volumes they've got. I would imagine with shades like this, they've got quite a few, but I can only hope. This is the Aesthetica Cream Contour Kit. This I actually do want to keep. I've never used this. I don't feel like the shades are that fantastic for me. Hold on a second. Sorry, I had to sneeze. I don't think these shades are super good for me. Actually, I might low-key declutter this because these are just not shades that match my skin tone. These are very warm, and I am not a very warm-toned girl. Actually, yeah, let's just declutter her. I have the pamphlet that came with it, where it shows you like what type of face, like which shape of face you have, and how to contour. So there you go. I have a round face, so I should be contouring like that apparently. What do I know? Alright, now we've got all of these. I can tell you, I love these. This is the I Heart Revolution. This is Rose Fizz Glow. I'm actually, as much as I love this, I probably am okay parting with this one, but I do like these formulas a lot. We've got Peach Glow. Love this. We've got Fondue. Fondue's going absolutely nowhere. So pretty. And Chocolate Elixir, which is this one, is absolutely going nowhere. This one is so up my alley that the mirror's loose. That's how much like I've traveled with this. I love this highlighter. Look at this one. Oh, so pretty. Love it. We've got the ColourPop Just a Flush Cheek Palette. I will keep this, but I do want to depot this because it doesn't latch. So like it's just open all the time, which I find super obnoxious. Okay. The Too Faced Sweet Peach Glow. Again, could never part with this. I love this palette, so she's staying. I'm not doing as well as I was doing at the other ones. The BH Cosmetics Truffle Palettes. We've got Vanilla Cream Truffle. Love her. We've got Chocolate Marshmallow Truffle. I actually am going to get rid of this. I was given this. I didn't buy this. This is too dark. I will never use this. Vanilla Peach Truffle. Oh, adorable. Chocolate Cherry Truffle. I'm keeping this too. So getting rid of one, keeping three. Sharp progress, I guess. We've got another one of the Naked Flush. This is in the shade Naked. Again, not getting rid of this. Super cute and innovative. Love this for travel. Alright, let's see. We've got Laura Geller Life Glows On. I love these highlighters. They're going nowhere. These are like the OG Laura. When I talk about Laura Geller, this is what I'm talking about. You see that? Look at these. Like, that's what I'm talking about. I'm not talking about, you know, are we serious? I'm not talking about this boring, bland eyeshadow palettes. This is what I'm talking about. Like, not to be rude, but that's what I'm talking about. Jaclyn Cosmetics palette in the shade Winter Sun, or Winter Sun palette. I am going to keep this just to try it out some more, but I genuinely have barely used this. It gets lost. It's so small. I lose it regularly. Alright, let's see. I'm trying to go up a little bit faster this time. Just because I feel like last time took me an eon to get through everything. The Cover FX Your Formula for Beauty Custom Enhancer Palette. I'll never use these. I'm gonna get rid of those. Just be honest, I'll never use it. regular and plain, but I am gonna keep it. Okay. What else we got? Oh my god. I just absolutely chucked this palette. These are really pretty blushes, and a couple of them are creams, so we'll keep these. I know I literally just talked about not liking this setup. Fenty Beauty Diamond Bomb Triple Drip that I can't get open. Oh, okay, I'm keeping them. They're so pretty. Oh, I also don't have a whole lot of Fenty Beauty products. Another Laura Geller. Again, first of all, excess packaging. Let's cut this here. Save us some space. Also, keep. Oh, you guys, my back. Doing 2 of these videos in a row has killed me. Alright, I am gonna start putting aside these, like, eyeshadow palettes that are just up here, because that just seems unnecessary. Yeah, we'll put the eyeshadow palettes out of the way for now. Just because they're just kind of in this space. Okay. The Kimchi Chic and Plastic Tiara Kimchi Beauty brand collab here. I will never get rid of this. First of all, I love kimchi and plastic. And just alone for these, just a moment for the blushes and the highlighters. Thank you. That's enough. And the packaging is covered in glitter. I don't know if you can see it, but it's everything. They're beautiful. I'm obsessed. Anyways, let's try not to make much noise. The Gift of Giving Wet n Wild Peanuts collection. Oh my god. Okay. Another thing I will never get rid of. Look how cute that is. First of all, also look at the highlighter. Are we kidding? Unreal. So cute. The Ofra blush set. This is Charm Your Cheeks, which is really funny. I just got this pretty recently. I haven't tried this, and I've heard amazing things about the blushes, so I actually can't wait to try this. So keeping that. This is the Glam Light S'mores palette. This has made it through so many declutters because of this highlighter. Look at the highlighter. That highlighter is so pretty. But I actually think this time it's gonna be rehomed. It's not gonna make it this time. Sorry. Alright, let's grab a big chunk. Okay. We've got the LA Colors Show It Off blush and highlighter in this shade Show It Off. I'm constantly been able to open this stuff. I'm getting rid of this. This I have a million times over in not only this stuff, but also like just blushes and highlighters, so we're getting rid of her. She was good though. Hip Dot SpongeBob collection. Keeping. So cute. Ofra Sitting Pretty. Keeping. Adorable. Ofra midi palette Face It Light. Keeping. Adorable. This has actually got, no it doesn't. I thought it had glazed donut in it, but it doesn't, because that was the one I want so bad. I think I was overseas, and I love them, so keeping that forever. Love it. Also, shout out to the airlines for letting that not break in transit. K-Voss. This is Hey Highlight, or Hey Lighter. She can go. And this is Blushing Beauty. I think I've talked about this on this channel before. These are literally like the exact same color. I'm getting rid of these as well. The e.l.f. blush palette in the shade Light. I'm keeping this. This is an iconic blush palette, and it's gorgeous. And I think you can pop these out. I'm not gonna do it now, but I think you can. So keeping that. Anastasia cream products, keeping that. Guys, we're getting there. We're getting there. Okay, well, these are cards. Alright, so we got down the last couple. Let's get into it. The Makeup Revolution Pro HD palette. I'm actually keeping this because this is a super versatile palette, and you can really get like anything from this. They're super beautiful. The Huda Beauty 3D palette. This is too dark for me. I've tried and tried and tried. It's just too dark. I'm getting rid of it. The Beauty Bakery Milk and Honey. I think this brand is closing, so I'm keeping this. Wet n Wild Mega Glow Highlighting Palette. These are stunning. I'm keeping these. And the last palette, the one to end it all, is the Becca Barbie Fiora palette. I can't even pronounce it. This palette is everything. I love it. I will never get rid of it. I'm obsessed with it. So we are keeping her. Now, I'm going to come back and I'm going to show you everything we're getting rid of. And I'm going to reorganize this shelf, and then I will come back. Give me 1 second. Okay, we're back. You can't really see it, so I'm going to put you up a little bit. That is the final product. Oh gosh, that's the final product. We actually have a gap right here, which is unheard of. Now let's see how many I got rid of today. I'm actually really excited to figure this out. So, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. And we got rid of like, what, 20 something last time, so we're almost in the 40s. I actually can show you, because I haven't, since I did it yesterday, I haven't done it again. Look at all of the palettes we've decluttered. Please ignore my feet. But we've done it. We're working on it. We're getting there. I'm excited. This looks so much more manageable. So I will show you guys the next couple. I'm glad you guys enjoyed this. Thanks so much for all the love, and as always, I will see you guys on Friday